If you're a musician or an artist at all, here's a story about having your art stolen from you. The lesson being what you can do to protect your art and not get screwed. The previous band that I played with, of which I don't play with anymore because I was being treated like shit and robbed financially. And as I've told you many times, I'm broke as fuck, so I'm not really in a position to be robbed. I bring up the reason why I'm not playing in that band anymore because the message that is being spread to people and told to people and the fans of that band is not accurate, not true. It's not because of creative differences. It's not because of me going my own direction. It's because I was treated like shit. I wasted thousands of dollars and unrecoverable amounts of time that I could not spend with my daughter because of this band. So it just was not feasible for me to stay in that position anymore. A side story, one time I took my ex-wife, who is my ex-wife mainly because I didn't spend any time with my family because of this band. We're friends, I have nothing against her, and I love playing music. But we went on a camping trip one time, and we had a show, and I said yes to every show because I trusted the leader of the band. And I left my family at a campsite in a tent to go play the show. And then I drove back that night 2.5 hours to go sleep back in a tent in the middle of the night. I was never able to make plans with my child, my family. I was never able to do anything, maybe once a year, because I was always at the whims of the boss man's schedule. But I did it because I enjoyed playing the music for a time, and I thought there was potential in the band. So we go to record music with this band, our first album. If you know me, you follow me, you know the album, you know the band. I had told the leader of the band that I would help put in any money that I could to help fund the recording of our album. He didn't want me to pay for any of it. That's fine. I would use the money for advertising and marketing the album and the music once it came out, of which I spent almost $10,000 marketing that music. And many of you heard that music because I spent my money, or really the bank's money, of which I now owe back, getting that music heard. So we're recording the album, and it's majority slow, generic, cheesy country songs. And I think, okay, the rest of the band is more rock and roll, and I think maybe we should collaborate and put our style into some songs on the album. So I wrote 2 songs, the music of which didn't write the lyrics. I had lyrics written, but the leader of the band wouldn't sing my lyrics, and he'd laugh at them. He laughed at me in the studio when I would make suggestions. That's fine. I trusted the band. I trusted that we would stick together and I would be taken care of if the music did well. So I wrote this music and we recorded the songs. If you know me, you know what the songs are. They're the best songs on the album. They don't sound like anything else that the lead singer wrote. One of the songs he claims that he wrote, he just wrote 3 chords and some lyrics. It was in the same key as the song is, the music that I wrote. He didn't write the music, I did. I'm new to this whole recording, and I trusted these people. I trusted the lead singer. I say, hey man, when we finish this, are you gonna put our names? Can you give me a writing credit on the songs? No. Okay, can I at least get writing credit for the 2 songs I wrote the music for? Yeah, I'll put you as writing credit. I later found out that doesn't mean shit. Nobody told me that. It's just words on a piece of paper. I thought we had potential. I really liked the band, so I was like, okay, I've never recorded music and I want to put music out and I love making music. That's fine. The music's released. Like I said earlier, I spent thousands of dollars on marketing the music. Probably spent $3,000 on one song in particular. It's the most popular one. It's a cover song. On a side note, we never rehearsed, so we were always afraid to play these songs live after the album came out, which was kind of weird because people would come to our shows after hearing our music and we would be too afraid to play our live music because either he was too drunk or we just hadn't rehearsed it. Time goes by, a year goes by, and I start to realize that the songs are doing well and people like them. And every time I hear them, I realized I'm not getting anything from this. I'm not getting any recognition. He might say every once in a while if he can remember that I wrote the songs, but I'm not getting paid. The countless hours I went to the studio every day. Again, wasted time with my child. I could have been spending time with my child, but I went to the recording studio, and every time we played it or I heard it on a radio or in the bar, I just start to realize how shafted I'm getting. So time goes on. I quit. We quit the band because we're just fed up with getting shafted. We're not getting paid for our music. We're getting treated like shit. He's treating it like a hobby. I'm trying to do this for a living. Just things aren't working out. And the fact that I'm not getting paid on that music now that I've quit really has sunk in with me, because I'm still hearing these songs being played in venues and on the radio. And honestly, it hurts me very much. It really does hurt me, because I'll never get paid for that. I'll never get credit. I know that I wrote the music and that gives me satisfaction, but the lyrics are shit, and I really like those songs that I wrote. And every time I hear them, it hurts me. Hurts me even more after hearing them live with the rehired band that quit except me. Now I've got to hear him play shittier versions of these songs. So the lesson in this is that don't trust anybody. If you make art, you write songs, don't give them to anybody for free. Don't trust anybody when they say, I'll take care of you. Get everything in writing. Because if you're really an artist, there's really nothing more important than your art. Especially if you're a broke musician, it's all you have. And honestly, that's what hurts the most, is my music is the only thing I have. And to be robbed of it and exploited, that's what hurts. So always sign a contract.